Gopijana Vallabha Girivaranari Jasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamunatira Vanachandi Jamunatira Vanachandi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaranandi Gopijana Vallabha Girivaranandi Jasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamunatira Vanachandi Jamunatira Vanachandi Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jai Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jai Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jai Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Nai Gora Hare, Nitai Gora Hare. Nai Gora, Nitai Gora Hare. Nitai Gora Hare, Gora Hare. Gora Hare, Nitai Gora Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Astuta Rasita Shishimad. The divine grace is confound of Shara Jagadguru Sri Bhakti Dhira Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Astuta Rasita Shishimad. The divine grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shama Radha Kunda Giri Garavadhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. And glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna. Jai Guru Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Dishthana Shri Gauranga Sakti Bhakti Chaitanya. Om Agyanat Mirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshulul Militam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Nadati Swapadantikam Vandiham Sri Gurun Sri Yuttapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajiram Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lita Sri Visakan Vitam Cha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisavana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sandhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nityananda Balaram Ki, Nityananda Trayodasi Maha Mahotsav Ki, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Hare Krishna. I was not aware that I'm going to give the class today. I was not expecting to give the class today. So I'm blessed by a costless mercy. So I will read some few pages from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the glories of Lord Nityananda, and some of his pastimes that he performed. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, Chapter 1, text number 5. Adilila, Chapter 5. The glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord Sri Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and unlimited. By his will, even a fool like me can understand his identity. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I have described the glory of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in 6 verses. Now in 5 verses, I shall describe the glory of Lord Nityananda. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balaram is his second body. Here Prabhupada gave a purport. Lord Sri Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, is a primeval Lord, the original form of Godhead, and his first expansion is Sri Balaram. The personality of Godhead can expand himself in innumerable forms. The forms that have unlimited potency are called Swamsa, and forms that have limited potencies, the living entities, are called Vibhinamsa. These two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and he exists in Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes. That original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshan, Sesanaga, and the Vishnu who lies on the Karana ocean, Garbha ocean, and the ocean of milk, are his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. Lord Balaram is the original Sankarshan. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. He himself helps in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. He executes the orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation, and in the form of Lord Sesa, he serves Krishna in various ways. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Dhira Swami Maharaj. According to expert opinion, Balaram, as the chief of the original quadruple forms, is also the original Sankarshan. Balaram, the first expansion of Krishna, expands himself in 5 forms. Mahasankarshan, Karana Abdishayi, Garbhodakasayi, Shirodakasayi, and Sesa. These 5 plenary portions are responsible for both the spiritual and material cosmic manifestations. In these 5 forms, Lord Balaram assists Lord Krishna in his activities. The first 4 of these forms are responsible for the cosmic manifestations, whereas Sesa is responsible for personal service to the Lord. Sesa is called Ananta, or unlimited, because he assists the personality of Godhead in his unlimited expansions by performing an unlimited variety of services. Shri Balaram is a servitor Godhead who serves Lord Krishna in all affairs of existence and knowledge. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is the same servitor Godhead, Balaram, performs the same service to Lord Gauranga by constant association. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 10 of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leelas chapter 5, entitled The Glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Lord Krishna expands himself into 2 forms. And one is Balaram and himself, Krishna. There is no difference between the 2 because it's the same personality of Godhead. So it is mentioned here that Balaram is the servitor form of Lord Krishna, the service form of Lord Krishna. And because that is his nature, to render service, he expanded into innumerable forms. All the expansions of Krishna you see in this material world, in Vaikuntha lokas, they are all expansions of Lord Balaram. Krishna expanded only once. The remaining expansion is done by Lord Balaram. Why he is expanding so much? He's expanding because he has intense desire to render service, to serve the Lord. That is his duty, service. So he's also considered to be the original spiritual master because Krishna has to teach who he is himself to other living entities to understand him. And to do that, Lord Balaram has the responsibility to teach us. So he's the original spiritual master. And all other devotees who are serving in that position are representing Lord Balaram. They're all representative of Lord Balaram. When he appeared in Ekachakra. And he has a lot of pastimes that he performed in Ekachakra before he came to Navadip, and also his pastimes he performed here, they're all limited. And then he went to Jagannath Puri, all limited pastimes. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also sent him back again to Navadip, all limited pastimes. And this way he spread the glories of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the glories of the holy name of Krishna all over the world. He is such a wonderful personality, so merciful, so kind, that he cannot tolerate to see the sufferings of the living entities. Therefore, when he was coming as Nityananda Prabhu, he disguised himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He didn't come as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He came as an Abadut. That was purposeful. Because as an Abadut, he can go anywhere, he can enter anywhere where sannyasi cannot enter. He can enter there and perform his duty. That was his costless mercy. That he can enter anywhere unchecked by the rules and regulations that follow decent people. Decent people have rules and regulations that govern them. Nityananda Prabhu does not have a decent character. His activities are completely different as an Abadut. One day here, and Srivas Thakur's house, when he left Ekachaka, he's already 12 years old. So a 12-year-old boy is not a small boy, he's a big boy. At that time, it's not expected for a child who is 12 years to be sucking breast from his mother. When Nityananda Prabhu came here, he went to Srivas Pandit's house and he touched Srivas Pandit's wife's breast. Not the way we touch a breast of a woman with lusty feelings. He touched the breast as his mother, and automatically milk started to flow. Before then, the breast is already dried up. There's no milk again inside because it's a mature lady, so there's no breast inside. Nityananda Prabhu, uncultured personality of Godhead, who want to show costless mercy, touch the breast, and automatically milk continued to flow. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Srivas' wife, don't tell anybody about this. Just keep it to yourself. So every day, Nityananda Prabhu will suck the breast directly from Malini. Every single day. He's a big boy, sucking breast. That is his activity as an Abadut. Not only that, he, in his intoxicated way, his name is Nitya Ananda. A person who is eternally blissful. The bliss is an intoxicant. So we talk of intoxicant or intoxication in the material world. No one is an intoxicant in the material world. Those who are really intoxicant are pure devotees of Krishna. They are the ones who are actually intoxicated to the pure love of Godhead. The Nityananda Prabhu is the original personality of Godhead who intoxicates the world with his wonderful qualities. Under that influence, he removed his clothes completely nude. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what is this? Don't do like this in the household ashram. Don't do like this. But Nityananda Prabhu did not know if he's naked because he doesn't see himself as a man. as a big man. He sees himself eternally as a cowhead boy. So he doesn't know he's a big man and he's naked. He doesn't see that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to remove his dhoti to tie him, just to cover him up. That is Nityananda Prabhu. He came to distribute pure love for Godhead, which is madness. So he's well equipped in his duty to do that. One other day, under the influence of intoxication, he desired to go and see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. He didn't tell anybody, and he just woke up and started going. Well, going to Jagannath Puri to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He didn't announce to anybody where he was going, but he was just going. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood that Lord Nityananda Prabhu is coming to see him. So he also left Jagannath Puri. He was coming towards Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu was going. And somehow they met in a particular village, Ekeshwar. When Nityananda Prabhu got to this particular place, he was chanting the glories on it, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that he fell unconscious on the ground. He did not know where he was. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and met him in that unconscious state. He was rolling on the ground, chanting Gora, 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 Gora. And Chaitanya Prabhu started to circumambulate him. He was circumambulating him. He did not see that Chaitanya Prabhu was circumambulating him. He circumambulated him, and then he started offering prayers to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. But Navanda Sakura said, anyone who hears this prayer, anyone who hears the prayer Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered to Lord Nityananda, his who have faith will increase in Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, your nature is that of eternal bliss. And therefore, your activities are not known to people exactly like the activities of Lord Shiva. Shiva has unusual behavior and attire. In the same way, you have unusual behavior, and your nature is completely different from the normal person. When one look at your future, Lord Nityananda Prabhu's body is completely covered with varieties of jewels. Complete ornament all over from the head to the toe, fully covered with jewels, varieties of jewels. And at that time he was acting as a avadut, sannyasi. With all the things that the sannyasi should not touch, you see all of them in Nityananda Prabhu's body. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear Lord Nityananda, with all your different activities which are very difficult for common people to understand, I accept you as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if I see you touching untouchable girl or in a liquor house, I will never think otherwise. I will continue to accept you as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I offer my respectful obeisances to you. As he was offering obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Nityananda Prabhu, at that time he got up and he saw Lord Chaitanya was just present before him. Both of them were looking at each other, and they embraced themselves so tightly, and they put head in each other's shoulder, and they cried profusely. They cried. The tears that was coming from their eyes was the flow of Ganga. Bathed the both of them in love of Godhead. After they enjoyed themselves together like this, And Nityananda Prabhu said, although you glorified me, you offer beautiful prayers to me, but actually it is I who is your servant. I am your eternal servant. I worship you. They tried to touch each other's lotus feet, and that became a very big festival for those who were around. They were trying to catch each other's lotus feet. That took some time. And when they finished, and they sat down together and looking at each other intensely, what they were discussing, nobody knows. What they discussed, what was coming through them, nobody understood. It's only two of them who are able to understand what they were discussing. After that, then they walk again together to Jagannath temple. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to his house. Nityananda Prabhu went to Jagannath temple. When he entered the temple, the pujaris remember what he did when he first entered Jagannath. The first time he entered Jagannath, when he did, he went to the altar, he climbed to the altar and removed the garland from Lord Balaram and put all on his body. The pujari couldn't control that. He climbed it to grab him. He shook his body, and the security guard went far to distance like a blade of grass blown by breeze. When he got up, he couldn't understand. I have the strength to control elephants. This Swami threw me like a blade of grass. Who is this? But when Nityananda Prabhu satisfied himself by removing all the garland from Balaram and placed on his body, then he came down and was moving majestically. They didn't touch him again. They went aside. So when he came back the second time, they remember, this is Swami who kicked me that time. So they have a full respect. Now they went personally to remove the garland and garlanded him, so that what happened the first time will not happen to them the second time. Nityananda Prabhu was very, very happy, and he enjoyed that. In his Balaram incarnation, he didn't enter Jagannath temple. He visited everywhere. When he got to Jagannath Puri, he just walked past the temple. He didn't enter the temple because it's himself standing there. But in Nityananda platform, in Nityananda incarnation, he went. He entered the temple, and he removed all the garland from Balaram for himself. So after this, then he came to Tota Gopinath to see Gadadhara Pandit. While he was going, he came with rice and a red cloth, two things he brought, the red cloth and rice. So he gave the rice and the cloth to Gadadhara Pandit, and he told him, please cook this rice and offer it to Tota Gopinath. He will enjoy it, and after that, we will enjoy it. And when Gadadhara Pandit took the rice and looked at it, he said, my dear Lord, where did you bring this rice? This rice is not from here. The rice is from Vaikuntha. Therefore, I cannot cook it. Lakshmi Devi has to come and cook the rice. So Gadadhara Pandit invoked Lakshmi Devi to come and cook the rice. The Lakshmi Devi cooked the rice. Before he started cooking the rice, there were nothing. Only the rice Nityananda Prabhu brought that was there. But as soon as he brought the rice, all other ingredients automatically appeared on their own accord. Nobody brought them, but the ingredient for cooking the rice came automatically. So the boga was prepared by Lakshmi Devi. And as soon as the preparation was offered to Tota Gopinath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. And he said, Gadadhara Pandit, why did not invite me? Anyway, both of us were not quarreling, so I came anyway. Because of our relationship, I came. Now, Lord Gopinath has taken his food. Now, let's divide the quantity of this rice into 3 parts. Gadadhara Pandit divided it into 3 parts, a mountain. It was a mountain. That where they were sitting, from that side you cannot see them. The rice prasadam was actually not from here. It was Baikunta. Nityananda Prabhu brought it from Baikunta. Means it was not grown here. The rice was not grown here. The ingredient, all the vegetables which were used in cooking, they were not from here. They were all brought from Baikunta. Nityananda Prabhu brought them from Baikunta, and they make the feast. And now they are sitting to respect, to honor the prasada. So it was divided into 3 parts. For Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and Gadadhara Pandit. They were relishing. While they were relishing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as he was eating, he couldn't control himself, so he stopped and asked Gadadhara Pandit, where did you learn how to cook? This sack, I have never in my entire life tasted a sack like this before. Where did you learn how to cook? Who taught you how to cook? This rice was not from here. The cook also is not from here. The ingredients are not from here. And we are not from here. In this way, they celebrated the feast of Nityananda Prabhu and rice that he brought. So Vrindavan Das Thakur said, anyone who hears this pastime of Nityananda Prabhu, anyone who hears this, anyone who reads this, will never enter the womb of a mother again. That's why we decided to narrate the pastime, so that we will never enter the womb of a mother again. This is the last bet for all devotees those who actually had the pastime, those who had it. This is the blessing from Vrindavan Das Thakur, the disciple of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. He narrated the pastime, he also gave the blessings along with it. Nityananda Prabhu, he performed these wonderful pastimes while he was here, physically. Again, in Srivas Pandit house. One day he always come to visit the Srivas Pandit. He always visited there to drink the milk from Malini's breast and other pastimes. So Malini was crying one day because a crow came there and took the vessel that Srivas always used in putting his incense after offering. The crow took it away. So Malini started to cry. So Nityananda Prabhu, he came and met her. What are you crying? Why are you crying? What's the problem? So the crow had taken away the vessel. Who knows where he has taken to? The crow took the vessel away, and after some time, the crow came back without the vessel. So she was crying because she knew that her husband would be angry that the vessel was taken away. And because of that, she was feeling disturbed. Nityananda Prabhu met her in that condition. So he said, Mother, don't worry yourself. Hey, crow, go and bring back the vessel you took away from here. And in no time, the crow went back and brought it and placed it there. That is nothing. The person who is carrying the whole universe on his head, and he does not know that he's carrying anything on his head. The whole universe is on his head. He doesn't feel anything. And when, if not Nityananda Prabhu, who is Ananta, says Ananta, if we shake his head, that is earthquake. Whenever there is earthquake, it means Nityananda has shook his head in disgust of our sinfulity. So it is nothing, not a problem for him to tell the crow. He's a super soul in the heart of all living entities. To tell the crow, go and bring back the vessel, it's not a problem. It's a simple thing for him to do. So he did it. In this way, Malini became very happy and was very much appreciative of Nityananda Prabhu's wonderful, wonderful pastimes. When he was here in Navadu with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and performing so many wonderful, wonderful pastimes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to meet him in Sriva's house. And he said, my dear Lord Nityananda, Mother Sachi is preparing a very nice feast. And we are inviting you to come for the feast. But I have to tell you one thing. So Nityananda will say, yes, what is that? You see, in this feast, there are gentle people there. So I'm requesting you, please don't misbehave. Behave gently. Nityananda Prabhu said, that is not me. I'm always a gentleman. Chaitanya Prabhu said, I know you very well. I know you very well. I know you. You are not a gentleman. You misbehave. So, Nityananda Prabhu said, so please, count my fault. Let me hear. Count. How many faults I have? Count for me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I don't want to count anything for you, but I want to tell only one. When you are taking prasadam, you throw here, you throw there, you throw here. What you are throwing, who you are throwing for, nobody knows. Please don't throw prasadam. Eat gently. Nityananda Prabhu said, oh, that is the nature of a madman. I'm not a madman. Because you are a madman, so you also think that I'm mad like you. I'm not a madman. The time I will say, my brother, I know everything about you. As they were walking from Sriva's house to Sachimata's house, as they were discussing, what he did, second time, he removed his clothes completely and was naked, going to the house. The second time he did it. The time Mahaprabhu said, where are your clothes? My clothes? Clothes on? Where are your clothes? Put on your clothes. Don't behave like this. But Nityananda Prabhu doesn't know how he's behaving because he's a cowhead boy, and that is his nature. He behaved like that just to remember his cowhead boy nature, not as a Brahmana. In this way, Nityananda Prabhu, he performed so many wonderful pastimes And we would like to stop here and see if you have any comments or any question. Hare Krishna. Any comments, questions? Yes, Maharaj. Comment.
Who's more merciful, Lord Nityananda or Lord Chaitanya?
Who is more merciful? Not Nityananda Prabhu or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Which of them is more merciful? Nityananda Prabhu ki. Why he is more merciful? He demonstrated it by another pastime, which he did not here, but in a place you call Panihati. In Panihati, Raghunath Das Goswami was trying for many years to leave the house and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He tried for many times, he didn't succeed. Because every time he tries, the father will get him back to the house. And then one day he succeeded to go to Santipur. At Santipur, he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. Still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent him back to the house. Other time, he didn't succeed because the father would get him and they would bring him back to the house. But this time, he succeeded to meet the Lord directly. He met the Supreme Lord directly. The Lord himself sent him back. Go back to your house and live with your father like a normal person. So he didn't succeed. In all his attempts, he didn't succeed. Until one day he knew Lord Nityananda Prabhu has come to Panihati. And he came there. Raghunath Das Goswami came there. When he came, there was a big crowd, big, huge crowd. But he was noticed. His presence was noticed. So Nityananda Prabhu was informed that Raghunath Das Goswami has come. He raised his hand, where is that thief? Bring him here. So Raghunath Das Goswami came. And Nityananda Prabhu said, you are a thief and today I will punish you. You are a thief. What is my punishment? Feed my associate with prasad. Feast, we need feast. He's a wealthy person. To do feast is not a problem. Immediately, Raghunath Das Goswami arranged for a feast, which was described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. 7 extra large pots, it's bigger than my hands, extra large, 7 medium, and 7 small. And varieties of banana, cheap rice, condensed milk, were all loaded and offered to Nityananda Prabhu, and a heavy feast took place. Nityananda Prabhu, he saw the feast was taking place. So he invited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he joined the feast. The feast was so wonderful. And the crowd was increasing. As the crowd was increasing, the feast also was increasing. the crowd was so much that there was no space for people to stand, so people started entering into Ganga. The Ganga at Panihati is very deep, and the current is very high. The people enter into Ganga, but nobody was drowned because of the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. They feasted. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu was going from each plate of the devotees and were taking from each plate all around. Only very few devotees noticed that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come by the invitation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, and they were taking prasadam. They feasted, and they feasted everybody. After this, the first attempt Raghunath Goswami tried, he succeeded. Why did he succeed? Without the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, one cannot get Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy to be distributed, Lord Nityananda Prabhu is the custodian for his mercy. The pure love of Godhead, is not with Krishna. The pure love of Godhead is with Krishna's pure devotees. So to get pure love of Godhead, one does not have to go to Krishna, which Raghunath Das Goswami was trying. He was trying to go directly to Krishna without the special master. He didn't succeed. One can only succeed by the costless mercy of a pure representative of Lord Nityananda. So he is more merciful because it is from him one can get Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it's from him one will get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, one will get the mercy of Radha Madhava.
Hare Hare Krishna. Maharaj, Lord Balram is enjoying the different rasas with Krishna's pastimes. Similarly, Nityananda Prabhu also he is enjoying with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's different rasas. Kabhu Sakha, Kabhi Guru. Sometimes he becomes the instructor, Guru, and sometimes friendship. So similarly, here in Navadip Leela, Nityananda Prabhu is enjoying these different rasas.
Lord Balaram has different rasa with Krishna. Does Nityananda Prabhu also have rasa with Chaitanya Krishna? Yes, Lord Nityananda Prabhu exists in the whole 5 rasas. Exists in all. In Santa, in Dasya, in Saka, in Madhuri, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. He exists in all the rasas. That is his nature.
Any example, any pastimes in conjugal rasa?
In Madhurya is Ananga Manjari. Ananga Manjari. That's Madhurya. Vatsalya? Who is that? Balaram himself. Saka? Balaram. Dasya? Balaram. Santa? So Balaram. Because in Navadvip, in Vrindavan, is Santa, is Santaras. Every grain, every single grain in Navadvip and Vrindavan is expansion of Balaram. Every grain. So this is his form. This is his form. In the tree, it's called. Sat Chit Ananda, future of Krishna. Balaram represent two, Sandini and Sambit. This is Balaram. Srimati Radhani is Ladini. So it is from Balaram that one can understand who we are, not only we, even Krishna himself to understand who he is. That is Balaram. And all the expansions of Krishna, all the expansions and Krishna's paraphernalia, Krishna is a dhoti, Krishna is a flute, Krishna is a crown, Krishna is a coach, Krishna is his footwears, Krishna's bed, everything is Balaram. Nityananda Katha. So he's complete in all the rasas.
Yes, Nityananda Prabhu performed his pastimes in Sriva's house like a son, means parentally love. And he, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also performed Vyas Puja like a guru.
Yes.
So similarly, any pastimes is the conjugal love.
Anaga Manjari will be what?
Any pastimes here in Navadip Leela?
Janavi Mata? Yes, sir. Janavi, Nityananda Prabhu has two wives. No? Janavi and
Vasudha.
Vasudha. Yes. Alright, Hare Krishna, Sri Nityananda Balaram ki, Nityananda Prabhu ki, Hari Hari Bo Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gopi Manande, all glorious assembled devotees.